the time, no results. You will never reach a result. Here's a good example. Canada. I live in Canada, okay? We have 6 months frozen. No water. 6 months. Imagine, India, you paddle every day, yes? Every day. It's very good weather, okay? Canada, we stop for 6 months. No boats. What do? Paddling machines. We go to swimming. We go weights. We run. We do cross-country ski on the snow. All kind of physical condition we do. They get all the big muscles. Then when the water was frozen and then unfroze, now the water start going, and then maybe April we start paddling. We are 2 in the world. Hungary, Canada, Germany. So, but in the senior level we're not very good. But in a younger age, we are very good. Why? So you ask this question. How come Canada, they only paddle 4 to 5 months and they have big champions? Okay? So the answer is, if you paddle every day, you do not have champions. It's not, you don't have to paddle every day. You have to divide your plan, okay? Do more physics, do more weights, do more running, do more cardio, okay? 15 minutes, 20 minutes weight, little bit bench press, little bit push-ups, little bit, pull-ups. No, that's not going to work. And that's why I want to let you know that the best way to do this is to spend lots of time in the gym, spend lots of time on building the physical capacity first, okay? If you don't have the physical capacity, then you don't have the power, okay? So that's very important, okay? Okay, so so that's my number 1 advice, because I came to India last year, and I came back and I'm talking to other coaches here, international coaches. You probably saw them, you talk to them. We all say the same thing, okay? It's already, all these senior athletes, it's already, they're already senior now. It's 16, 17, and that's it. Now 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, it's too late. Some people don't like what I say, but it's a reality of the sport, okay? You need to know this. If you accept it, you will understand. If you don't accept, you keep repeating same mistakes all the time, you will always come to nationals. It's okay, because nationals is a senior level, it's a junior level. But you need to focus on the young generation, build the physical capacity, and then when they become junior level and when become senior level, now they will start doing production. You will see the performance coming. And then they will get very fast, okay? But they will never get fast if you don't work hard during. So your talent identification, detection has to be 12, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, okay? That's how you start doing your talent. And then you start working with them, lots of kilometers. And they do lots of physical, some coaches, I don't know in India, but maybe some doctors, or I don't know, they say 12 years old, they cannot do weights. 13 years old, no weights, because they are still developing, okay? So they get in their muscle, okay? In Canada, we do weights. 12 years old, do weights. Maybe you don't believe it, but I do weights with my 12 years old, okay? Learning how to use the body weight, okay? Do pull-ups, lots of pull-ups, push-ups. All these very important. Every single day we do this. Every single day, okay? And it's very important. That's how you build your champions. Come tomorrow and after tomorrow, but since you're all here, I hope you get the message. There is a big problem now, and we want to fix it, okay? And I hope you think it's 2036, okay? But it's very close. For the Olympic cycle, it's very close. Okay, there's only 2 Olympic cycle, and then maybe I hope India will take it. Okay, and then you only have 15 or 16 years from now. 15 or 16 years is a perfect time to start now, and then you get this younger generation ready when they are Olympic because Olympic, you know, you have maybe 23, 24, 25 years old, they are in the top shape to perform at the Olympics. Okay, so I hope with more education today, I'm going to now, I know it's a long day for you coaches, you are tired, but I'll go very quickly, and then at the end, I will open it for questions, okay? Also, the last day, no presentation. It's all questions and answers, okay? I know many of you have many questions. Be very strong, but no technique will never perform, okay? Endurance is number 2. If you don't build your athletes with a loss of endurance, they will not also perform. Even though 200 meters, even 200 meter athletes, they still have to do a lot of kilometers building, okay? I always tell the athletes when I coach them, I tell them, your endurance level, your kilometers, it's your credit card. Do you have credit card in India? Do you use the credit card? Yes. Okay. So the more money you add to your credit card, the more rich you are. Okay. So I tell my kids, if you want to be rich, if you want to be fast, add more kilometers to your credit card. Okay. This is how to become rich. This is how you become fast. Okay, so it's the same thing. The concept is as many kilometers you can do, not easy, of course, but quality kilometers will build lots of champions, big champions, okay? Yeah. Speed is very important. Strength is weights. Weights, it becomes here so important. That's the major physical condition is weights, okay? And this is again what is missing, okay? Now, if you don't go to international level, to world championships, at least you can look in the internet, go to YouTube, watch any world championships. And lots of Canadians love your food. But the problem that we have in India is almost 60 or 70% of athletes are vegetarian, okay? There's nothing wrong with someone who's a vegetarian, okay? They have spiritual level, religion level, they are vegetarian because they don't want to eat meat, okay? They cannot eat meat. But if you don't eat meat and you don't meet the requirement for protein in the vegetarian food, then you cannot build your muscle. That's where most of the problem is coming. For those who eat vegetarian, but they don't eat enough protein to cover the food, the protein portion, every day the portion. We will talk about what is the portion, okay? It's based on your weight capacity, okay? If they don't eat the proper protein portion, all you do for gym, all you do for boats, all you do, it's not going to come. It's not going to develop, okay? This is physiology. It's easy. You can go on internet and try to understand why the muscle is not getting big, okay? The athletes, they eat meat, they still get more powder as an additional supplements, okay? It's important to have those supplements. If the food is not giving you enough protein for your meals, you need to have those supplements. It's very important. And if you ignore this as a coach and athletes, they will never become big. They will never show you muscle. So, I don't know. You know better because you are coaches. It's not related to your Indian body or physiology or no. Maybe it's nutrition that I will give you, then they cannot perform. At least you know. Okay, so you have the number. You go back home, you go back to your athletes, you go back to your club, and try to see, okay, how can I reach this maximum bench press? How can I reach the number of repetition of chin-ups? How can I reach this? Then train your athletes to reach those numbers. When they start reaching your numbers, you start reaching medals at the international level, okay? Again, I will not talk about national level because it's easy, okay? Clubs, they know, clubs, they have good coaches, you know, they know, they will win. But the clubs, they are still behind, they don't know very much, they will take them a long time to change. But since you are here, I'm happy that you are here, so then that's why I'm having this discussion with you. This is big for me, okay? And I'm trying to help with the help of the association. We're trying to change this culture to have from training culture to winning culture. We want to become a winning nation. We want this country to be winning at the world stage. And it all starts with all of you. When you go back home and you know exactly what you need to do, then we can all start slowly working together, okay? It will take the baby at least 1.5 years, 2 years to start walking, and you see the production, okay? So every new system will take at least 5 to 6 years to start seeing hopefully some world-class champion or, you know. But again, so let's go through this very quickly here. What's happening? About strength, endurance, and speed, okay? So I'm gonna try to be quick here. We can pick the best athletes in the future. So age is very important. Someone who starts 15, 16 years old, of senior athletes in your clubs, you know, you work with senior athletes, okay? What's the best height? The minimum height with senior athletes, okay? Sitting height. So when I sit, then you measure my trunk all the way to my head, okay? So you sit on a chair and you measure from hip all the way to here. So this is sitting height, okay? So sitting height is the arm all the way, okay? So then sometimes you have like a really long arm and you measure also circumstances when you open your arms like this and you measure, okay? So usually when you open your arms, have to be close to your height. If my height, for example, is one, sometimes some athletes, they're very short here, okay? So, so you know it's disadvantage, okay? All right? So now age, height, and weight, okay? So these are Olympic Games statistics. I believe this average is lower now, okay? So what is that? Okay. Usually in the performance cycle, okay? So this is the performance cycle. When athletes start at 12, 13 years old, now it's too late. That's why we want you to focus on this generation. That generation, if you start 12 years old, 13 years old, and you work them properly, based on a good system, then they will become champion. They will follow this performance cycle, okay? Usually before 10, they do lots of swimming, gymnastic, or whatever sport, and then they come and do some kayaking and culture to talk about body mass index. The numbers that you need to take picture, you need to retain those numbers. And always remember, go back to the table. First, you are already very good level at weights, okay? So here are good numbers. That's for women and that's for men. This is how much you bench press. I know now other athletes average, they bench press 160, 170, especially 200 meters. Look, these are for 500 and 1,000 meter athletes. 200 meter athletes, they go much more than this. They need to be big muscle. Special pull, the same thing, protocol for in 2 minutes. So they'll be in 2 minutes, they'll be doing bench press and bench pull, okay? And then that's the number of repetition. Almost every 1 second, they do 1 repetition, non-stop. Those are, if someone can pass 60 repetitions, half of this, let me know. And then you have to make them run. Okay, you as a coach, take a bike and go with them. Bike with them, this is what I do. I take them, I go, they run because they are faster than me, but I bike. I go with them, I keep up with them. Okay? Again, this is another table that has so many numbers. You have variety when you go back home to your clubs. Junior national team testing, okay? So if you look this is your height, that's your weight, the arm length, the seated height, okay? Power. Imagine you put this guy on a boat and you put your guy who do half of this, okay? 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 13. Sit-ups also. This is another test for sit-ups. Okay. This was beneficial for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Huh? Yeah, thank you. Sorry if my language was, look, this is my second time in India. I love India. I love, and my mission, yes, thank you. I truly say this from my bottom of my heart. My mission here is to try to really, in the future, try to build champions, okay? And I want everybody to be so educated about this. And hopefully, I know I talk to many of you and you don't know and you still have, the system doesn't exist yet. But trust me, we're working on this with the association. We're trying to put together the system that is going to be in every single club. They have unified system. At least we have our own system that we know if we follow properly.